getting us out here and stuff, and it's just kind of like, it feels illegal kind of. But yeah, he's like, what? He wants to do it now too. A girl got a violation for saying the shoes were comfy, and she said it was a counterfeit product. So that would just be a unfair violation. So you can say shoes are comfy. So here's the thing that happens, right? This is why we kind of have to be weary with what we share on TikTok, because I could make a video and be like, I got a violation for saying that this shampoo and conditioner made my hair soft. It told me that I was promoting counterfeit products. And then people will hear you say that and they'll be like, dang, so talking about your soft hair is a counterfeit product? Or they'll be like, dang, that shampoo and conditioner is a counterfeit product. And they'll like spread that to other people and like, oh, I heard this happen, so you can't do this. And it's like a game of telephone. But really what's happening is like the shampoo and conditioner that I got a unoriginal content violation for, it was just an unfair violation. And so like, if you don't share that when you tell people that you got a post violation on a post and that's what you think it's for, then it's gonna be like people thinking that you can't do those kinds of things. Kind of like the buying out of your showcase thing that happened last week, and then the saving a video to your drafts and posting it an hour later thing that happened. You can do those things, but someone made a video and was like, I got an unoriginal content violation because I posted one of my drafts that I've made an hour before I posted it. And everyone's like, what? You can't post drafts? Good to know, good to know. And I'm just like, yes, you can. That was an unfair violation. So it's kind of like you have to be careful of what you hear on the internet. I always tell people you need to go read the rules, and you need to go in the rules. And if it does not say you can't post drafts, then you can post drafts. So the rules have very good information in it. TikTok does a very good job at explaining the rules now anyways. They didn't before. So yeah, I do recommend giving out ad codes. Do you buy your own products or request collabs when they don't have free samples? Whenever they don't have free samples and like I really wanted it. So for instance, I furnished my whole house with free TikTok shop products. So like my mattress, I could not get a free sample for. My Keurig, I could not get a free sample for. And I think my TV stand. It was either TV stand or the carpet. I forget which one. But what I did is I reached out to the brand and I was like, hey, I'm moving cross country and I'm looking to furnish my house and I would love that TV stand. You know, like, would you let me make a video or two for you in exchange for the TV stand? They said yes. The mattress, I had a couple brands turn me down and I finally found one and actually ended up working out because it's a way better mattress. And then the Keurig, I had to reach out to like Keurig's email or whatever and get that, but it ended up all working out and I didn't get turned down. Like there wasn't a product that I didn't end up being able to find that I could end up getting a free sample for. So the answer will always be no if you don't ask. So just reach out. The worst thing that happens is they say no and you do not take it personally because they say no to thousands of people sometimes. So yeah. How long did it take your backup account to start selling stuff? About 2 months in, I started making consecutive or like continuous sales every day. But that's 2 months in of posting 6 to 12 shop videos every single day. And then I had a video, but then I had a video go viral on that account. So like if I didn't have a video go viral on that account, I would only be making about $20 a day right now. Like today I made $200 a day, but it's slowly slowing down. So like when the video first went viral, I hit like a $900 day, and then it was an $800 day, $700 day, and now we're at a $200 day. Tomorrow it'll probably be a $100 day, and then I'll probably be back to making like $20 to $50 a day on that account. So it's very inconsistent on that account right now because I've only been doing it for 2 months. I expect to probably be able to make like $500 days like I do on this account, $500 plus days, probably by January or February. So it will take a while, but eventually I will get there. Do you post shop and non-shop videos? I don't anymore, just because I felt like my non-shop videos weren't getting a lot of views. So I'm making a separate account because I do have like a lot of life experiences I like to talk about, like my addiction, abusive relationships, and overcoming things and stuff. that I do want to share about. So I am making a separate account where I'll share those kind of experiences and not ever do TikTok shop on it, because I think it's important. Sometimes we share, like I was talking to this girl the other day, she's like, I make gardening videos and I really want to do TikTok shop, but like, what about my gardening videos? And I was like, it's really important that you don't stop doing what you love for the money, right? Like the money for TikTok shop is amazing, but make a second account. Like don't forget about your hobbies and the things you like to post about and the things that you were doing before TikTok shop. Don't forget about those things, because they're just as important. You know, you might not make money off of them, but it's good to express yourself on here if that's what you like to do. So I'll be making a second page where I talk about that kind of stuff and don't like talk TikTok shop at all, like not even answering questions, because I think that's important. And that was always my goal on here, was never to be a TikTok shop influencer, was never to do TikTok shop how-tos. It was always to share my addiction and recovery and my abusive relationship stories. Like that was always my goal. So I want to get back to that. I'm new on TikTok shop, and I would say, what would you say one of your best hooks is? My best hook I've ever used was a violation waiting to happen. So I won't tell you. It was, you know, that pooch on your belly. Don't ever use that. You'll get a violation. So probably my next best hooks are going to be like, I don't know, like they're always different. Like I do it very particularly to the product. Like there are some people that like that hooks to sales library, like that has some generic hooks in it, but I like to kind of customize my hooks per product. So like one of my best hooks on my best selling videos was no more butt floss, and it was on a pair of underwear. So it really just depends on the product for me. But like the generic type hooks, I don't really know which ones work. I honestly don't really, I have some good hooks in some of my videos, but some of my other videos I don't have necessarily the best hooks. I need to start working on my hooks, if I'm being completely honest. Hey Emily, I've been getting messages from people cloning you all day. They're hot in the flesh this week. Like I'm telling you, I get like one message a day about fake accounts of me, and I'm like, oh, that's normal. There's like 90 of them. But this week it's been like, they're non-stop. I got my first 6-point violation. I need advice. My advice would be, if you did something wrong, like you genuinely made a mistake, learn from it, move on. Those points will fall off in 90 days. If it was a bogus violation, you could always try to address it with an agency. But if you only have 6 of 24 points, do not stress yourself out, because you are going to get violations. If you do TikTok shop, you're gonna get a violation eventually. It's inevitable. It's going to happen if you do it for longer than a year, okay? If you don't, congratulations, you're really lucky, but it's gonna happen, and it's nothing to freak out about. It's not gonna ruin your account. They will fall off. It happens. Once I get to 1,000, should live before applying for affiliate? Should I go live before applying for affiliate? That's up to you. I do like find a lot of followers going live, but your lives have to be like super engaging and like interesting. If you have gone viral in a video, did it happen right away or after a while? It's always been like a little while later. My most viral video that made me $80,000 to date went viral like 3 weeks later. My video that went viral, it's always like 2-ish weeks later. I've never had a video that I can think of that went viral like the day of. Buying out of your showcase, you can if you're a seller, but if you're a creator, you can. There's this, it's like the game of telephone that I was saying happened. Someone was like, oh, I got my account banned from buying out of my showcase. But it's like, when you get a violation, it does not say, Emily, you received this violation for doing XYZ. It just says, you got this violation. And then what happens is people start assuming, got a violation for copyright. Oh, that must have been because oh, that's because I'm wearing the color blue and blue is a copyrighted color. You know, like they start assuming crazy things and it's not necessarily true. So you don't know what your violation's actually for. You just know you got one and you kind of have to figure out what you did wrong. So yeah. So you can buy from your own showcase. If something's in your showcase, you can go in and you can purchase it and you technically get a sale and you get the commission for it. I want to do videos in both English and Spanish. Should I create a new account for Spanish content? Absolutely, you should. I wouldn't mix them up. But yes, Spanish content sells like crazy. Spanish is the second most spoken language in the United States of America. People who speak Spanish, who hear a video in Spanish immediately can relate to you and are going to listen to you who speaks their language before they listen to someone who speaks English. So Spanish content goes absolutely insane on TikTok. Highly suggest it. But I don't suggest mixing the two because it gets a little confusing and then your videos in English are still being pushed out to people that speak Spanish and vice versa. And so yeah. I've been 4 months and I'm not even at $100 yet. I do think, I'm not saying that I'm smarter than anyone by any means, but by saying this is, I have all the time in the world on my hands. I do not work. I am so lucky. I have time freedom. I do not have kids. I do not have anything to tend to during the day unless I have an appointment or something. So selfishly, I have all the time in the world, whereas most people doing this, they're doing this because they have kids and they can't afford their bills and stuff. So my numbers are not typical. My numbers are because I have all the time in the world to put towards this and do research and take classes and do this, that, and the other. So I don't want my numbers to discourage anyone because my numbers are not typical at all. And if I was still working my full-time job at Starbucks, I promise you I would not be making this because I was exhausted. I had no energy. It was bad. So it might take longer. The things that I'm saying that and how quick they happen for me or how whatever might not be what's happening for you because one, everyone's different, and two, I've been learning about marketing. I started doing marketing stuff online in October. So